over here. Take a few seconds. Now, granted, it might be herky-jerky, because I don't know why, but it's looking fine.
That's alright.
Do you want me to go over to YouTube so you can see the comments?
No, this is fine. If you comment, we'll get to it later. But hi! How are y'all? Welcome to the second annual Tea Off, featuring Spencer and I. And we are excited that you have chosen to spend a little bit of your New Year's Eve with us. So thank you very much for that. In front of us, we have 7 different breakfast teas that we are going to give a whirl to find out which one is our favorite. We have those that range from fairly inexpensive to quite a bit, depending upon what you're after. Now, I will say that they're not all English breakfast teas. We do have a smattering between English breakfast, Scottish breakfast, Melbourne breakfast, and a Himalayan breakfast. Because if we were just going to have English breakfast teas, we'd only have like 3 out here.
I'm not a big fan of the Himalayas. Well, it's not really the Himalayas, it's Himalayan salt. Because apparently most of it's a scam. It's just normal salt with pink dye.
I was not aware of that.
Well, it is, because there was like some test I saw on like YouTube or something where if you do a certain something to it, it actually shows if it's legit or not. It was probably add to water, and if the water turns pink, it's because the food coloring went out.
I don't know where the salt mines are in the world, so I don't have a clue.
Well, I mean, I'm guessing sea salt is kind of, it's dredged from underground or underwater, I guess.
So, what's the difference between regular salt, like iodized salt, kosher salt, and Himalayan salt?
Well, I know kosher means Orthodox Jews can have it.
Yeah, because it's blessed by a rabbi, but it has a different taste.
Well, my taste has only recently come back, so.
Anyway. Alright, so we are not going to be making pots of this tea. We have teacups and our infusers, so we'll be making 1 cup of tea of each of these, and then, of course, you know, since we're related, we share. It's not a big deal.
We have both been tested, and we are both negative. Except I'm positively gonna lose my mind. I have way too many chores to do.
So, yes, we have both had Spencer's had both of his shots. I've had my 2 plus a booster, and I'm thinking about getting another one just because.
Well, do you want to wait for people to show up? Because it's only just me.
Well, I don't know who else planning on showing up.
I don't know either. I'm just saying. Right now it's just me.
Well, I mean, I guess we could chat a little bit.
But I mean, granted, how long do you want this to go for?
Well, I mean, because they'll be able to go back and watch it.
Yeah, they can, so. Do you just want to go forward?
Yeah, let's just move forward.
Act like we have a legion in front of us.
A legion. Alright, anyway. Okay, so we'll pull our first tea, which is our Marriage Ferrer teas. This is their English breakfast tea. I did purchase this one, I want to say, from Amazon. I do have 2 boxes of tea bags of theirs that's in the special place in the house. Because
the far back of the cabinet where no one can reach, not even you, without a step stool and like taking out half the cabinet?
No, it's on the top shelf.
In the back?
No, it's in the front. You can see it. But I have it there because I want the husband to have those with me since we bought those when we were in Paris.
God, I need a haircut. It's just ugly.
Oh, so many years ago. Ooh, that's a lot of tea dust. Alright. So, here is one.
I kind of didn't realize how much the text would be blocking everything.
Well, it's, you know, you could, well, anyway.
And we'll deal with that later.
Anyway.
And we will not be doing a red pot this year because, oh boy, that was a traumatizing experience.
Yeah, no red pot ever again. Alright.
That's a lot of dust.
Well, So this tea, if I can get it to close, is from Harney and Sons. This is their special English breakfast, which is part of their British Legacy black teas. They give a portion of the proceeds of this one, oh, I put the lid on wrong, to the St. George Society of New York. So for every sale, St. George's gets a bit of money.
Is that a good charity or a bad charity?
I don't know. I didn't look it up because I like the tea. So this tea is a reused container. This is from T2. It is the Melbourne Breakfast Tea. They actually had that in their advent calendar, and I did not have it then because we had already had it before. And this is one that I don't think you had it with me. You probably won't like because it is vanilla-ish. I don't really like using little...
That's a very terrible...
strainers like this because they're not big enough to let the tea flow through like it needs to, and that kind of bothers me. Anyway, the T2s, this is the Melbourne Breakfast. It's the one with the green label. I've said it wrong. Oh, someone typed it out for me phonetically. And the Melbourne,
Australia.
I can't do an Australian accent. It's bad. Coming in at the least expensive of the teas is this one, which is from Taylors of Harrogate. This is the Scottish breakfast tea.
You just pulled out all the strainers and you don't know how to work them?
Yeah, because I don't use these. I don't have enough. We were thinking about doing the, I don't know. We were thinking about using the tea makers, just all of them, but I really don't want to mess up the taste of them that way. No?
It looks like the bottom pops out, so I'm thinking you...
No, it doesn't. It's just the top there.
That's a very small opening.
Yeah, it is. I will say that Taylors of Harrogate is one of my favorite tea makers, just because they have the Yorkshire Gold and the Yorkshire Red that they have. Those are among two of my favorites for morning breakfast teas, or just morning teas, because they do have nice flavors to them.
And what is that one?
This is the Whitters of Chelsea, which is another one of my favorite manufacturers. I love the Piccadilly Blend from Whitters of Chelsea. That is, of all their teas that they have, the Piccadilly Blend is probably my favorite of theirs. Did you have that one with me? It is just a delightful tea, and not having to put anything in it is amazing. And I do like their tins because they are double sealed. This is one of the older ones with a flat bottom, but the newer ones have a sloped bottom so that they will stack on top of each other like this, which is quite lovely. And I do appreciate that. This is the Maharaja. Breakfast tea from Vadam. Oh, that's
I got glitter on me.
Oh, that's so cute how that opens.
Okay. I don't like glitter. I have made my opinions on glitter very clear.
Wow.
Very clear.
So, I'm not just a potter. I'm a crafter as well. And so, unfortunately, because of that, I have glitter all over the studio. It's quite embarrassing, actually, how much glitter there is in the studio right now. The Demon tea here is the only tea bag of them. And this is one, I'm sure I've told y'all this story before when we had it the first time. When we were in France, every 5 years the husband and I take a big trip for our anniversary. In 2019, when that was our 25th wedding anniversary, we decided to go to Paris, or we went to France. And we were gone for, what, 2 weeks? I don't know. We were gone like 16 days or something. It was the better part of 2 weeks.
Oh, I cleaned the house so well.
And
I threw so much stuff away. It was so nice.
Oh my God, he got my tea cabinet. Anyway, so we rent a car and we go down to the Loire Valley, which was quite lovely. And then we go back up to Paris and do little side jaunts to Fontainebleau and Versailles and all that other fun stuff. And then we decided to take a vacation in our vacation, and we went to Disneyland Paris because, you know, it's Disney. Anyway, so while we were there, we treated ourselves to the Castle Club experience, which meant that we had, you know, the room to go to that had breakfast and teas and all that other fun stuff. So they served the Demande teas. They had a Ceylon that they served, and I couldn't find just a Ceylon tea back here in the States, so I just got the breakfast tea. It is, well, anyway, it's a nice blend, but it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I had my nails done in the French flags with, you know, an Eiffel Tower on one of them. And the only person the entire time we were there that noticed was Minnie Mouse. You know, because Minnie's, you know, she's got her eyes on. But it was a lovely, lovely experience, and we just had a best time. So anyway, enough about that. But I can't wait for our next European adventure. I have no idea where we're going to go to.
There.
I wouldn't mind. I really did enjoy France. France was amazing, and I love the people. But my stars, I miss Scotland. I miss Scotland so much.
And the few times Alexander's been...
Can you pass those cups over a little closer so I don't spill it everywhere?
Yeah. The few times Alexander's been in Paris, he says he's like, yeah, Spencer, I think you'd really like it there.
You probably would.
Why? Because public transportation.
Well, yeah. I mean, they have good public transportation. Their tube is nice, except in some of the outskirts. It's kind of smelly. But they have scooters all over the place, the little Lime scooters. And so you just pick one up, scan it, and you take off.
I don't like scooters.
A fat girl on a scooter, that was not a pretty sight.
Oh, it would have been a sight to behold.
Oh, it was not a pretty sight. We're going to pretty much, we've brewed at 212. We're going to go for 3 minutes. So you'll see the fun start.
Can't even really see the color of these.
Well, here, look. On the ones that we've got glass, we'll pull these back here. 1, 2, 3, and we'll just put that there. Okay. Yeah, so they have scooters, and you can just hop on a scooter and go. But if you have really crappy balance, or have never ridden an electric scooter before, it can be a little intimidating, especially on the cobblestones. And so doing this was not fun. And yes, I did fall off, which, you know, is always fun. And the rule is that you point and laugh, and then you help the person up. So that was quite humorous. The good thing is that I fell by a crepe stand, and so to soothe my humiliated self, we had crepes. It was great. I did also, I think it was the same day, or it might have been the day before, I fell down some stairs going down one of the hills. I think we were in
I don't know.
I don't know, Montmartre, And
Speaking of falling down, so she is correct. I did clean out the house, threw away a lot of stuff.
he jacked with my kitchen. You women out there know that no one is allowed to go in and jack with your kitchen, right?
Except the man who cleans it.
You don't live here anymore.
Yes, but at the time I did. So
Okay, but you had your girlfriend over, and y'all together jacked with my stuff. So I'm in France, right? Okay, I'm in Paris, and I have recently fallen, and then I find out that my son has thrown away my teas. And it was just a bad night. I took a nap. The husband went and did laundry. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
The point I'm getting to is the reason
that's why this started.
But because the oldest tea I could find with a really old expiration date was 2002.
Well, okay, so I have been, okay, so back in 1997, the husband and I went to London for a while. It was Christmas time.
Conception day.
It was Christmas time, and so I bought some teas there. And so I drank those teas because, I bought them, I drank them. He had a friend that went back a few years later, and she was going to Harrah's, and I asked if she could get me some tea while she was at Harrah's because, why not? Our 3-minute timer has elapsed, and so she did, and it was lovely. So that's what the oldest tea was. That somebody decided to clean out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, because whenever you would ask me to clean the kitchen, I cleaned the kitchen, and she didn't like how I cleaned the kitchen. So the kitchen never really got clean.
It's not that
So it's a recurring. It's a looping issue.
Just because we have different thoughts on things, this one I don't think is going to brew that well. Just because there's not enough room in here for it to plump up and infuse like it should. Same with this one, even though that smells amazing. Oh my god! And this is why I have spoons. Ha ha! And as cute as this is, with its
teapot and a teapot.
Yeah, the teapot and the teacup, because that is adorbs. Oh, I forgot. This one has...
The chain? We'll deal with that
No,
later.
no, this one has a thing that it can rest on. And I like this one because it has a sticky thing that it can actually stick to your cup, should you have a cup that is big enough. And then the Mickey one here is adorbs. One of the ladies I used to scout with got this for me. Thank you, Melanie. It is freaking adorable, and it has a little thing that it sits into. Oh, and then we have a bag.
Yeah. I was reading an article about
you read?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could read.
Granted, at this point, it's devolved into like listicles and like short articles from Chronicle. I read a lot of Chronicle apparently.
The Harry Potter reunion's tomorrow. See, I just did a Malfoy quote, and it occurred to me. Never mind. Anyway, yes. So you're reading Chronicles.
A lot of the Houston Chronicle. A lot of it. No, so I'm reading, and one of the weird Disney facts is whenever Mickey Mouse is drawn, his ears always face the camera, or the plane of the audience. So whenever
I've just contaminated all of the teas by using the same spoon.
It was a little weird, but I had to look at a couple Disney clips, and yeah, every time there's an animated Mickey, ears are always facing, and like he'll move his head, but the ears are always facing forward. It's weird.
Okay.
It's like one of those glass shattering moments, like you and Dad say "oh" to everything.
Oh. Nothing can stop us now.
I hate those moments. I swear, it's just breaks the reality.
So our marriage for rarities, yum yum color.
Oops, there goes gravity.
It smells like tea. That is a nice, smooth. It's just a nice, smooth flavor. It's very pleasing. On the back of the palate. Okay, so the Harney and Sons tea, yum yum color. Smells like tea.
Well, the first one of the night's pretty good, so we'll see how the second one is.
That's good too. That is nice and smooth. But between the first two, gotta say I like the Marriage Fair a little bit better. But that's really good too. That's got a nice flavor. That's got more Assam in it actually, because you can taste that maltiness on the back.
Trying not to burn myself.
Um,
Second one is
actually,
far worse.
maybe I'm changing my mind because this one has the Assam. All right.
Also, I commented first. I find that hilarious.
And what did you comment?
First.
All right. Very vanilla smell. This is the T2 Melbourne Breakfast. Got the yum yum color. Very vanilla smell, and it smells like it doesn't have the Tahitian smell, the Tahitian vanilla smell. It actually smells like Madagascar vanilla. And gee, how would you know that, Linda? Well, I'll tell you a little story, but I'll keep it really short.
Now, we're live streaming. We have all the time in the world.
I have like 1.5 pounds of Madagascar vanilla beans up in my cabinet.
There was never any alcohol in the house because she would make her own vanilla. Just stuff.
Yeah, I make my own vanilla extract.
Vodka bottles full, just jam-packed full of vanilla.
Oh.
That's why... And she was still worried about me messing up the house. If only she knew it would be cleaning, not drinking.
God, this is really good.
So do you think it's going to give me a headache?
It's not an overwhelming vanilla. It is quite delicious. It is a perfectly balanced cup of tea between the black tea, which I think it's a Ceylon tea. I might be wrong. It might be a Sri Lankan, but well, that would be a Ceylon, Linda. Anyway, it's a nice balance between the tea and the vanilla, where the vanilla this time does not overwhelm it. I really like that, which is why I have so much of it. Verdict?
Moving on.
Okay. So this is the Taylors of Harrogate Scottish Breakfast Tea. It also has the yum yum color. All of these teas, honestly, have the yum yum color.
Do you think Dad's watching us?
No, your dad's not watching
Well,
us.
it says there's one person watching.
Oh, hi!
Granted, that could just be misconstruing me.
It could just, yeah, it could be you. Okay, so anyway, smells like tea.
Yeah, the vanilla's starting to get to me.
Okay, so this is a little bitter. It didn't oversteep. It did not. But it is a little bitter, and it just does not have the quality of... It just doesn't feel like it has the same quality of tea leaves. I could be wrong, but it just doesn't taste as... It just honestly doesn't taste as yummy as the first three. Alright, this is our Whittards of Chelsea. Again, I don't think you can really see the color, but it is the yum yum color. There are tea leaves in the bottom of this one, and I think it's just because they came out of the contraption. This does have a very nice tea smell to it.
I really need a haircut. It's looking quite bad.
That is a delightful mellow taste. It does not have something that punctuate it, that is strong about it. It's nice and mellow. It's even. It tastes really good though. All right, this is our Himalayan. No.
Maharaja. Nope, misspelled.
Maharaja.
Maharaja.
Maharaja. I can't say that word. It doesn't sound right.
Well, it's not technically English.
It doesn't really have an overwhelming smell. It just smells like tea. It is the yum yum color.
See, the Whittards is boring. It has no redeeming qualities. It's just tea. I would compare it taste-wise to Lipton.
This I don't like as much. I'm really, I don't know, it has kind of a strange aftertaste to it.
These curved cups are weird.
All right, and our final one is our Damon teas.
Well, it's different.
It is the Yum Yum color. It smells like tea. I don't know. I don't like the back end taste of that one.
It just tastes like tea to me.
Oh, well.
If anything, the first one stands out, and then maybe this one. No. This one.
Ooh, that is a very bold cup of tea. Actually, I think I like this one better now than I did the first time we tried it. So, let's do our round one eliminations. I am going to pull out the Maharaja breakfast tea.
I'm pretty sure the AJA rolls together.
Well, I
Maharaja.
know. Well,
Maharaja. But I don't know.
And I'm gonna pull out the Scottish breakfast.
Let me see, because I think I like this one. Oh yeah, no, this one's terrible.
Oh, it's just Maddie and Fritzbo are in here with us. I really like the Marriage Ferrer. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the.
See, I want to pull out the Whittards, because I think that's just a generic black cup of tea. Granted, this is just round one. We don't have to get rid of half of them.
No, I say leave the Whittards. I'm gonna pull out the Harney.
I'm saying we pull. For me, it's these two out instantly, because the Whittards is just a boring black cup of tea. Lipton, while not better, I probably won't be able to tell the difference. And that vanilla just doesn't work with me.
Okay, and for me, I'm saying no to the Maharaja, because it has this strange back end taste that I don't like. I'm pulling out the Taylors of Harrogate because this just doesn't taste as the same quality of tea leaves. It is just a touch bitter. I don't know. It doesn't taste the right. And I'm enjoying the Harney and Sons. But I think I like the Marriage Ferrers just a little more.
Yeah, I'm saying my ultimate vote's for the Marriage. Honestly, the rest of these are just meh. The Marriage is pretty good.
Well, okay, so this is where I'm at after round one. Marriage Ferrers, T2, Whittards, and Damon. Spencer is everything's out except for
Marriage and. No, it's just Marriage. I'm sorry. That's
so
the best. I'm going for just the best one right for me, and that Marriage right away.
Okay, well then so if these are done for me, so let me go round two.
Fight.
God, it's just lovely. Lovely.
If you're enjoying this, please comment below. We'll see it. Not even below, just comment in the live chat. We'll respond, please. Also, tips. We work for tips and tips alone.
I don't know who he is, but I think he... Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
I was in the strip club announcer mode.
Oh my stars. Okay.
You raised me.
I did. I take half credit for that.
Okay.
All right. So after round two, I'm going to pull out the Whittards.
Okay. I'm good.
And I am... So here's the issue. I have 2 French teas and an Australian tea. And I'm really having a hard time here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm thinking, which... Oh, battery's fixing to die. It should still be plugged in over there. I'm thinking, which one of these would I have on a regular basis? Would it be my morning pot of tea? Or would it be my afternoon pot of tea? Would this be a tea that I would make for the husband? And the purpose of trying all these without doctoring them with half and half of sugar is so that we get the true full taste out of it, and so that the teas are naked, as Spencer likes to say. So my concern, so if I'm looking at it from a drinking everyday type of standpoint, the Taylors of Harrogate, you can absolutely do that without a problem. Cost-wise, it would work for you that way. The Whittards of Chelsea, I don't know if I would do this one every day.
Every day.
Just because it's harder to get. This I can get, the Taylors of Harrogate I can get from Amazon, so that's not a big deal. The Whittards of Chelsea, actually, I think they do sell on Amazon, so maybe I could do that. The Vaudam I know you can get on Amazon, because I think I actually got this one there. The Damon tea, actually I believe I got this one on Amazon as well. No. Yes. Because I couldn't find the Ceylon, so I got the breakfast. That's right, I did get that one on Amazon. The T2 I ordered straight from them. The Harney and Sons I ordered straight from them. And the Marriage Ferrer, I brought this one back from France.
Did you pay import taxes on it?
But you can get some of their teas on Amazon as well. And if you don't do Amazon, check out Williams-Sonoma. They sell quite a bit of stuff there too. Okay, so going back to it, I am stuck between the Marriage Ferrer and the Damon tea, just because these two, this is an English breakfast, this is just a breakfast. So so lovely.
A cheesecake is a pie. Just like a pizza is a pie. Just like a hot dog is a sandwich.
There is such a... Oh my god.
Gotta kill dead air.
There's not that much difference between the two of these, honestly, as far as I can taste. They have cooled down quite a bit. I would think either one of these, I could absolutely drink either one of these without any issue. If I had to pick one over the other, I mean, if I had to, I think I'd go with the Marriage Ferrers.
Some random guy.
I can't see what that says.
No, it's not worth it.
I'm having issues with my contacts today.
Von.red.
Okay, so I really like this T2, this Melbourne Breakfast. Because this one has the flavor of vanilla, I don't feel that I can actually rank it with the others because it has something extra added to it. But that is so delightful. It is blended so well, and that vanilla just comes up on the backside. It is scrummy, and you could have that I could drink that all the time. Add a little bit of half and half to that to where it has just a little bit of creaminess, and oh, yum, 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 yum. Wow.
Well, yes, but doesn't making it the blend away kind of neutralize everything else in the tea? Because you're adding sugar, the great neutralizer.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't.
Half and half, just kind of like.
I didn't say add sugar. I said add a little half and half, and I didn't say add a lot. I said add a little, and it's just to make it creamier. So, with our breakfast off, I am saying that the Marriage Ferrer's English breakfast tea is my favorite of all of these that I have enjoyed the most today. And then the T2 Melbourne Breakfast I've really enjoyed, but because it has that vanilla added to it, I don't think I'm going to count it the same. So if we take this one out, okay, so if we take this one out, I'm going to say Marriage Ferrer's, the Damon Tea, Whittards of Chelsea, Harney and Sons, Taylor's of Harrogate,
random spam at this point.
and Maharaja. And then for an extra little yum yum, the T2. That's my opinion, Spencer.
Marriage or bust.
All right.
At least in this case.
Wow. Okay.
36 minutes.
Well, I mean, last year was an hour. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to go an hour today. Y'all don't want to see us any longer, do you?
It's just me.
All right. Well, I guess what we'll do is just say...
Go inside and have Indian leftovers. Peace!
Yeah, it's time for some lunch, and a pot of tea. This has been very interesting because honestly, before coming into this, I honestly would have thought that the Whittards of Chelsea would have had it for me. I enjoy their teas so very much. I honestly would have put money on it, and I'm quite embarrassed that I was so wrong.
Don't worry. The Marriage is above Lipton. The rest of these are pretty much at the same level as Lipton at this point, except the vanilla one. That's just terrible.
Wow.
It's a
Okay.
sin.
I don't
Travesty.
agree with you in any way, shape, or form on that.
Excuse
But
me. An abomination.
okay, I don't agree with you on that at all. But
It's a cantankerous malfeasance on this world.
wow, that's some 50-cent words. You have been reading a lot.
Yeah, the Chronicle. also apparently SF Time and the Washington Post.
I've just been reading BuzzFeed. Okay, so with that, we are going to bid you a fine farewell. Spencer and I are very thankful for all of your support these past couple of years. I hope you have an amazing, safe, and very, very happy new year.
2022 is going to be very odd.
We will probably start, I will probably start posting videos again, I don't know, a week or two into January. Give you a little bit of a break from me. The advent calendars, that was a lot, and I'm sure y'all are sick of seeing me. So we're going to take a little bit of break from that, but I'll start posting again, like I said, probably the second week of January. After the 8th, how about that? That's my anniversary. It's also Elvis's birthday, so after Elvis's birthday, we'll start posting
So
again.
you're going to take an 8-day break?
I don't know, maybe. Why? Why not?
She's going to start uploading Valentine's Day.
No, I'm not. No, that's too long. You're weird. All right, well, thank you again very much for supporting us these last couple of years. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to go ahead and do that. That'll really help me out. I wouldn't mind having some more subscribers,
She wants to get monetized.
well, I wouldn't mind being able to, pay for my tea habit. That's all I'm looking forward to. Either that or, buy some ceramics. Of course, I don't have anything fresh out there yet. That'll be coming in January as well. I've changed kind of how I'm doing things. I'm
whimsical.com/store. Buy her merch.
There's not a lot in the store right now.
Buy merch.
There's not a lot in the store right now, but
she could make shirts.
I'm also, as well as doing ceramics, ceramics fun stuff, and artsy fartsy stuff. I'm also doing epoxy things as well. So woohoo! All right.
It's actually taking forever to load.
Okay, anyway, so thanks again so much. Appreciate it tremendously. We're going to go in and have some leftover Indian food and probably watch some science fiction.
whimsical.com/shop. Sorry, /shop.
Just wait until there's more things in there. There's only like 3 things in the store right now.
1, 3, 5, 6.
Yeah, there's not a lot in there. So but you're welcome to pop over and, sign up for newsletters that I haven't started to send out yet, or alerts when I do upload things. So there you go. All right. Anything else you'd like to say?
I miss Zeppelins.
Like Led Zeppelins?
No, blimps. Blimps, It's so cool. They're so cool, but granted, helium is such a terrible material to mess with. And they're just not very safe.
Well, they were safe until the Hindenburg exploded. We had the Goodyear blimp was around here for the longest time,
yes, I know.
We had never had any issues. People would purchase time on the scrolling thing, and they'd fly over the football games. It was really awesome having the blimp around. Not a lot. You had to be invited to be able to go up in the cab of it, and I never got invited.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, a giant blimp bigger than the Titanic could barely hold 10, 15 people. It's like, bruh. But
well,
whatever.
that was anyway.
Whatever. It's sad, but they're so cool. So cool. But that's pretty much it. About to spend a lot of money on photography equipment. God, I love this hobby.
Yeah, you really do need a haircut, Spencer.
I really do. It's terrible. Go out, get an oil change, get my haircut.
They don't need to hear about your chores.
They didn't need to hear about Conception Day either.
I didn't tell them about Conception Day. You're the one that keeps bringing it up.
You were close.
But I didn't tell them.
Ugh. Conception Day.
Spencer's upset because we know when he was conceived and we have it on the calendar. So
it's not upsetting. It's just the reality. I kind of don't want to acknowledge sometimes.
Oh my goodness gracious! I'm sure y'all are sick of us because now we're just droning on.
Ooh, leftover Indian. Deuce.